This is what I do. Since this culture, it's so wonderful, it's a cute little culture you have. I commit suicide every day by normal things. Like smoking. I used to use drugs. I would use drugs just to covertly commit suicide. Drink alcohol to covertly commit suicide. That's what most of my country does, by the way. And there's not anything that the doctors are going to do about it. Because they don't know if I'm going to commit suicide. But I'm going to tell you the ways that I won't commit suicide. I won't do it with a nail gun. I won't hang myself. And I won't do any abrupt things like jump off a building, crash my car, or anything like that. I'm going to use drugs. I'm going to use drugs, okay? If you're the cops, I don't really care. You got pedophiles to go save, so you go save your pedophiles, and you go crack down on people for talking about police brutality because you're fucking guilty. And the only thing you got is to come brutalize me next, you fucking scumbags. So get out there and protect your fucking pedophilia while I'm out here fucking paying homage to Vladimir Putin, the fucking hero. The fucking hero that destroyed your cesspool. And I helped him. So, let's get started here. Started on this work. Woo! I'm going to commit suicide. The same way I always do. The same way I always have been. And I'm going to continue to live the way I live. Now, there's no victim mentality, so we're not being victims about this. We're just seeing. We're just bringing about by real life. Okay? Now, I don't want to be mediocre. I don't want to do what these academic professors are telling me. I want to commit suicide. And they're powerless to do anything about it because they don't know when I'm going to commit suicide or if I'm really even telling the truth. This could be fake news. You might jump and have nothing, but then again, you might not. Ooh, double binds. Your fucking favorite. Those are your fucking favorite double binds. And now, these people don't do anything about the culture. They just want to sit there and harvest up hero badges and war stories to be the one at your expense. You're out there committing suicide. They're getting paid for pulling you out one at a time. Chasing the symptoms. They don't want to do anything about the causes. Okay? It's the cause for my state. I'm the effects as my parents. To pour drugs and alcohol and blah, 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 all over their problems. They never got out of their problems a day in their life. They're not even interested in it. So they keep me subjected here in the same ways that academics and fucking professors of academics sit there and hold each other hostage, okay? Hostage holding. Okay? My mom's a real fucking crazy psychopath. She taught me this shit that I'm about to get you motherfuckers wrapped up into with my suicide plan, my plan for suicide. What are you going to do about that? You're going to do nothing about that because that's normal here. I'm just being normal. Exercise and my rights. Look how big that is. It's a fucking tobacco one, too. I always smoke them that big. I roll my own. Fat as I can fucking make them. Fatter, baby, the more, the bigger, the better, the woo! I learned all that out of society. The overachiever. You're not an overachiever like I am. I've achieved so much. My fucking work day's over. I'm going to sit back and commit suicide. I make the bills go away at least. Make all this bullshit go away. Right? Oh, but this is my fault. How is this my fault? If I want to commit suicide, how is this my fault? Other people commit suicide too. Maybe this is their fault. Maybe I'm just following their example. See, academic professors and psychologists wouldn't know where the problem is or where to start. So the problem would be them for a little bit, but they can't even admit that. They're trying to sneak and snake on by. Meanwhile, everyone's out there committing suicide because they don't want to live under the glass ceilings. What was that? Thought I saw a beautiful blood-sucking tick on my armpit, sucking out my blood. Hopefully, give me diseases like Lyme's disease, other new tick-borne illnesses. Yeah, I'd like to see Jordan Peterson save one of you from that. Save one of you while 10 of is fucking suicide and the whole future implodes for fucking Miley Cyrus's 15 minutes for fucking fame suck job. Everything boils down to a fucking nut. Flash horizon orgasm. Everyone wants to try to make perpetual. Once you get rid of your fucking dick devils, you won't have that problem. But never mind those talks. Those are progressive talks. We don't make progress here. You either stand down, you get in line, you get mediocrity, or you get the fuck out and kill yourself. Because new thinking isn't allowed. Not even for the fucking loser that runs a fucking page called New Thinking Allowed. Okay? So there's no new thinking allowed. Only lying is acceptable. Fake news sells. Suicide gets attention. Marketing is captivating attention. And I'm just going to commit suicide. Maybe that's a marketing strategy. I don't know. Only time can tell, folks. You're going to rush in and save them? You're going to rush in there and get them to the chopper or what? You're not going to do anything because your fucking hands are tied in helplessness. That's what the fuck you are. Useless! Useless. That's what we're pointing out here, how useless these people are. Come out here and try to be saviors then after. Because they have their own fucking savior issue they've never faced. Okay, and I experienced, this is why I'm antisocial. I experienced people like this left and right, all paradigms, all people, okay? They want to be the one. Why do they want to be the one? Because that's what society has instilled upon them. The overachiever, the one, the Hall of Fame. Okay, it all ties into that fucking same psychosis. Unconscious programming. Which I don't want to be a part of. I think psychopaths like my mother should be ripped out of their house and arrested like yesterday. But we don't do that here. We only arrest the symptoms, the flare-up symptoms, while the causes, they don't get touched at all. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. What you're going to do about it. It. You can do nothing. You're going to fucking go mad out of your mind over it. And it's going to become so easy to fucking trigger these demons into full-blown fucking hell-raising that all you're going to have to do is say it. Oh, I was just saying it. What's wrong with saying it? I'm just talking out loud. Thinking out loud in the air. Do. That's what I'm doing. Just thinking out loud. Making a video how I'm going to commit suicide. How your paranoia isn't a future predicting tool. How your Munchausen by proxy isn't even real. Maybe that's what you're seeing right now. Maybe that's what I'm doing is purposely triggering your Munchausen by proxy that you don't ever have. Maybe that's what I'm doing. Maybe I'm making chaos to make order out of later. Maybe I am. Oh, but you're a danger to yourself. Okay, before you say I'm a danger to myself, and before you say my rhetoric is real, because it might be, my rhetoric might be real, you might commit suicide, you have to wait and find out. To be continued, buy more ticket! Ooh, yeah, he's definitely mad. Ooh, got a crazy one there. So, I need you to tell me, empirically, what my emotions are, what force is driving me, if I even have hate, because that's all energy, you can't see energy, don't be so fucking stupid! If you're gonna figure things out, don't be stupid. Fucking start with. You're gonna regret that later, and I ain't gonna fucking mollycoddle you. I'm just gonna commit suicide right out of the fucking picture. You can deal with all the pieces yourselves. Because I don't charge these people who commit suicide. I charge the causes. They're just the symptoms. Whether they're crying about victim mentality or idolatry, it's the same fucking thing. There's the causes that's causing that. The douchebags up there fucking on stage like Jordan Peterson. The fucking losers. The normies that are really abnormal. So when I say I commit suicide, maybe what I'm saying is that I'm going to live. When I say I want to live, maybe I'm really saying that I want to commit suicide. Or that when I go live, I go party and I do drugs and I drink a lot of alcohol and I end up dead. Maybe that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm going to murder Socrates. I'm going to fucking homicide that little fucking pussy. I know there's a lot of people like this in America that aren't going to come out and tell you that. They're not going to come out and tell you that. Because they're not going to have any reputation to ever get out of the hole. Fucking losers, but that's what they're doing. And how easy it is to sweep that under the rug, right? Because they don't want you to say it. They don't want that to be exposed, but that's what they're doing. There's this whole big fucking void. Shit just gets stuffed into so naturally, goodly, bigly, huge, and that works out for academic professors. They don't have to do anything. They just skate by on their white privilege, their academic superiority, which is nothing. Anymore, it's dysfunction. That's all dysfunction. I'm going to show you how dysfunctional it is. I'm going to show you how useless these fucking people are. You want to tamper and meddle with mine? So do I. That's all. That's all I really want to do. Experiment. Human experimentation out in the open. That's all I want to do. So, I'm going to use myself rather than use other people. Because that's what psychology would do. Then they charge you for it after they fucking use you all up. That's what a psychopath does. After they're done experimenting on you, they fucking throw away the victim. They say, don't be a victim. Ah! Then they sit there and they get away with that. That's sinister. That's criminal. See, in morality will, when you circumcise the heart, it'll show you all that. Show y'all what's sinister, what's tricky, what's lying, what's withholding, which is lying. So I'm out here lying, but lies might be real. They might turn out real later. Who knows? Who knows? And that's what you really have at the end of a lot of the fucking relativism. That's why these people can't stop doing relativism, because they always gotta know. They always gotta have an answer. A solution to solve this, you fucking cocksucker. Solve this. Or just admit it. You can't solve anything. Maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe that's the solution, is that there is no solution. You just got to be able to accept that. Otherwise, it's fucking Lord of the Flies and Munchausen syndrome. With them being the main ones that cause it. They're the aggravators, the agitators. In dog training, we have agitators. Now, it's not the agitator's fault that the dog shows aggression and does protection work. Agitators, that's nature. The agitator just comes out and turns on the fucking, infuriates the dog. That's all these fucking people do. And they're stuck in there. They don't know anything different. They're like fucking agitation dummies. Meanwhile, the real crime just walks and they just sit there aggravating and wasting everybody's fight and everything else. And then they turn around like, look, that's an aggressive dog. Kill it. Get it on drugs. Fucking pig culture. What the fuck you are? Pigs. Fucking pigs. And he suffered the fucking tortured fucking scum to go into the herd of swine. The herd of swine rushed into the fucking river and drowned. Ooh, you can't do that. You can't do that in your home video. That might be too SNL. That might be too rhetoric. That might be too much lying. Then again, it might not be. Look at his hair. You cast a spell on his hair. This is the type of hair that was at the forefront of so many atrocities in the world, because so many people had my exact hair. That's how fucking stupid these people are. They can't even differentiate. Because the line, it is a subtle one. All things start in subtleties. So these people that are complaining about war crimes, they're the subtlety. The debate and arguing, the always having to have an answer, needing to produce. They're the subtlety to all the fucking gross problem you have today. It's not rocket science. What makes it rocket science is the fact that these motherfuckers don't want to admit it. So then you get all this magic and complexity off the inverse, and then that all falls down and you're right back with, hey, you were lying, weren't you? And then it all starts up again. Crafty, witty, blame shifting. Fuck